Students, we are going to start out with the trigonometry. So here, today I am going to teach you some applications of trigonometry. So here in this chapter, we are going to learn about how we can use trigonometrical ratio to find out distance of certain objects. So here, the basics of this chapter is like you must be clear with the concept of understanding. If you can understand chapter question clearly, those who are clear enough in understanding the question, this chapter seems to be very simple for them. In CBSE, they ask some prove that of questions type also. Basically, here we'll be having very simple logic based question. If you know how to solve the main, like after reading the question, how you are understanding it, and the next one, how the diagrams are done. If you are clear with that, easily you can come across with the solution. So here, in this chapter, we are having two main types of questions, two main types of angles we are going to use here. The first one, like what is angle of incidence, what is angle of elevation and angle of depression. So here, two kinds of angles are there which we are going to talk about. The first one, here two kinds of angles are needed. Like the first one, if suppose we are at some height and we are looking the thing which is down. Suppose a building is there, you are standing somewhere on the top of the building, and here down somewhere some object is there, and you are looking on that object. If from the height we are seeing something where our eye will make downward rotation, we call it as angle of depression. And the same way, if we are at the ground and we are looking something to the top, suppose a tree is there and we are looking on the height of the tree. So when we are looking to the height, we call it as angle of incidence. When we are looking to the down, we call it as from the top. If we are seeing the down, we call it as angle of depression. And if from the bottom we are watching something to the height point, we call it as angle of elevation. So this is the basic which you must know prior to starting the chapter. So today we are starting with chapter number 9.1 of 10th standard. So this is applications of trigonometry. So let's start out with the first question here. Here in first question it is given, a circus artist is climbing a 20-meter long rope. A circus artist is climbing a 20-meter long rope which is tightly stretched and tied from the top of a vertical pole to the ground. So here, for every kind of questions, you need to make a right angle triangle only. As this is trigonometry and all of you are clear that trigonometry is based on right angle triangle. So here we'll be taking a right angle triangle. Now as per the questions, we are going to decide like which things are there and what we need to find out. So here it is given, a circus artist is climbing 20-meter long rope. So it's obvious that there is a pole. So this is a pole and a rope is tied to that. So this hypotenuse will be rope which is 20 meter tied to the pole and from the top of a vertical pole to the ground. So from the top it is tied to the ground. Find the height of the pole. So here we need to find out height. This is question mark. What is the height of the pole? If the angle made by the rope with the ground is 30. Now here it is given, angle made by rope with the ground 30. So here we'll make some statements. In triangle ABC, AB is pole, that is we need to find. Then AC, it's rope, it's given 20 meter. And theta is given 30. If you recall back trigonometrical ratios, the side which is opposite to angle, this opposite side is called perpendicular. Here, this is opposite side which is perpendicular, and this one is hypotenuse. The 6 ratios, if you recall back in trigonometry, in my previous session, I explained sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec, cot. Trigonometry revolves around these 6 angles only, where you can remember the relations by repeating the sentence Pandit, Bhadri, Prasad, Har, Bole. If we get the relation of P and H, we are going to use sine. If B and H is there, we are going to use cos. If P and B is there, we are going to use tan. So here for this question, we are having the relationship of perpendicular and hypotenuse. Perpendicular and hypotenuse comes under the relation of sine. And moreover, the theta is given 30. So when we start our solution, we are going to start out in triangle ABC, angle C is 30. Therefore, sine 30. Sine 30, it's perpendicular upon hypotenuse. For your convenience, you can write it in like P upon H, or if you are clear with that, directly you can use sides. Now here, sine is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. What is perpendicular here? AB is perpendicular. So replace P with AB and hypotenuse with AC. From trigonometrical ratio, that table which you already used in previous chapter, chapter number 8, so that you are going to use here. So that from that table, sine 30 value is half. So here sine 30 is half. This half we will replace by 30 we will replace by half. AB we need to find out. AC is 20. So replace AC with 20. Now have cross multiplication. Therefore, AB is 20, or 2 times AB is 20. AB is 20 upon 2. Thus we got height of the pole 10 meter. So finally AB is 10. So you are going to write the sentence. It was asked like, if the angle made by the rope with the ground is 30, find the height of the pole. So this is the final solution. Therefore, height of the pole is 10 meter. So this is what we completed first question. Let's move with the second question. Second question is very interesting. In second question, they have given like there is a tree which broke due to storm. So here a tree is there which is broken due to storm, and the broken part touches the ground and makes angle 30. Here it is given there is a tree. So let us consider this to be a tree and it has broken. So let this part be the broken part, and broken part bends and touches the ground, making a triangle. So here the distance between the foot of the tree and the point where the top touches. So this is the top and this is the foot of the tree. Distance between foot and top is given 8 meter. So this will consider 8 meter. Now the question is find the height of the tree. So if we consider A, B, C, let ABC be a line representing tree. So this is representing tree. So here ABC is representing tree. Then theta is given 30. So here ABC is a tree which got broken from point B, and this broken part is bent to form the triangle. So here already ABC is taken, so let it be D, and CD, this is distance between foot of the tree and top, which is 8 meter. We need to find what is height of tree. So here height of tree is question mark. Height of tree, that is what is ABC value, that is question mark. How we are going to solve? So in this question, first we'll be calculating BC. This complete is height of the tree. The tree got broken and this broken part got attached. When we are calculating this height of the tree, we need to find out this part also and this part also. If we add them together, we are going to get complete height. So for that, write out all the relationships here. This is perpendicular, this one is height, and this one is base. Now how we are going to calculate? Perpendicular and base, they are in relation with 10. So if we find out the solution in terms of 10 theta, we are going to get the value of perpendicular. So here, let's start out with in triangle BCD, 10 theta, that is 1030, it's BC upon CD. How we got this BC upon CD? BC is nothing but perpendicular, CD is base. P by B is 10 relationship. Now 1030 is 1 by root 3. Replace 1030 with 1 by root 3. In this chapter, very frequently we are going to get 1030, 1060, sin 45, sin 30, sin 60. So these are the important values which you must learn very perfectly. So that are going to be frequently asked. So here I replace 1030 with 1 by root 3. Now BC is question mark that we don't know. CD is given 8. Put out its value. So here have the cross multiplication. Root 3 BC is equal to 8. Now BC is 8 upon root 3. There should not be any root form in denominator. We are going to multiply numerator and denominator with root 3. We are going to rationalize it. If there is root form in the denominator, we are going to multiply and to rationalize it. So multiply root 3 to both numerator and denominator. Here 8 multiplied by root 3 is 8 root 3. If we multiply root 3 with root 3, it will be 3. So root 3 multiplied by root 3 is 3. This we got one of the part, that is BC. Now we need to find out what is the value of BD. Now BD is in relation like BD. How we can calculate the value of BD? Here if we know perpendicular, we need to find out hypotenuse. Perpendicular and hypotenuse, they comes under the relationship of sine. Now use that sine relationship. Sine 30 is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Here perpendicular is BC and hypotenuse is BD. Sine 30, it's half. Replace sine 30 by 1 by 2. BC value already we calculated, which is 8 root 3 by 3. So it is 8 root 3 by 3. We need to find the value of BD. So let's have cross multiplication now. If we multiply it, 3 times BD is equal to 16 root 3 by 16 root 3. Now BD is 16 root 3 by 3. We got the value of BD. We got the value of BC. To get the height of the tree, we need to add them. Now height of tree. Height of tree is sum total of that. Height of tree is BC plus BD. We got BC as 8 root 3 by 3. BD as 16 root 3 by 3. Now we can add them together. 8 plus 16, it's 24. So final is 24 root 3 upon 3. Now go for calculation, like 3 8s are 24. So finally we got it as 8 root 3. So height of the tree is 8 root 3 meter. This is final answer. If you want to give like perfect answer, you can use the root 3 value. In textbook answers, they left it like 8 root 3. If you use the root 3 value and multiply that with 8, that will be the perfect one that you can do by your own. Root 3 is 1.73. Replace root 3 with 1.73 and multiply it with 8. So this we completed second question. Now let's move for the third question. In third question, it is given a tree. Third question, a constructor plans to install 2 slides for the children to play in park. So here there is a constructor, there is a contractor who planned to install 2 slides for children to play in park. For the children below the age of 5 years, she prefers to have the slide whose top is in the height of 1.5 meter. So here 2 kinds of slides are being constructed. So as I told you earlier, like here, this complete chapter is based on right angle triangle only. So we are going to draw 2 triangles here. Now the contractor planned to construct 2 slides. For below 5 years, the slide will be at the height of 1.5. That is, for below 5 years, here the slide is at the height of 1.5 meter and is inclined at 30. Here the angle of inclination is given 30. Whereas for the children, elder one, here the steep is 3 meter. Now this is 3 meter for the elder children with the angle of 60. Here angle is given 60. We need to find what should be the length of the slide in each case. So it's obvious that this is the slide. So the slide is question mark. Here in a single question we need to solve 2 problems. So let's consider first triangle to be ABC and second to be DEF. Here perpendicular and hypotenuse is there. So in this triangle we are in relation with the sine. Sine theta is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So this side stands for perpendicular. This is base and this is hypotenuse. So we'll start out with that. In triangle ABC, 10. So here perpendicular and hypotenuse is there. Perpendicular and hypotenuse we get in the relation of sine. So we are going to use sine 30, which is AB upon AC. Now what is AB here? AB is perpendicular and AC is hypotenuse. Sine 30 value is half. So replace it with half and AB can be replaced with 1.5. AC is question mark. Now have cross multiplication. Therefore AC is 1.5 multiplied by 2. Thus it is 3 meter. For the children below 5 years, the slide has to be 3 meter long. So here this is for below 5 years. Now for the next part, that is in triangle DEF. For the second triangle, we are in relationship with, like it's again perpendicular and hypotenuse only. We need to move out with sine. Sine, this time theta is 60. Sine 60 is DE upon EF. What is DE here? It's perpendicular. EF is hypotenuse. Now replace their values. Sine 60, its value is root 3 by 2. DE, it's given 3. DF we need to calculate. So let's have cross multiplication. Now root 3 DF is equal to 6. So DF is 6 upon root 3. Always you need to remember that there should not be any root form in denominator. If you are getting any root form in denominator, you need to rationalize it. So multiply root 3 to both numerator and denominator. So final answer is 6 root 3 upon 3. Now this 3 will get cancelled. 3 2s are 6. So second slide is of length 3 root 2 meter. So this is one of the answer, and the previous one 3 meter, that is one of the answer. So as I already told, like if you are getting root 3, you can replace that root 3 with 1.73 and multiply and make the answer complete. So here it is, 3 2s are 6, 3 7s are 14, 1 carry, 2 1s are 2 plus 1, 3. So final answer is 3.46 meter. So this is what we can calculate height of the slide. So these questions, as I told, like they are very simple. If your understanding capability is nice, depending completely on the understanding, if you are able to understand question properly, then easily you can go through with the solution. Now let's move out with the next question. In question number 4, it is given, fourth question, angle of elevation of top of a tower from the point on the ground which is 30 meter away from the foot of the tower is 30. Angle of elevation of top of the tower from the point on the ground. So here, top of the tower, suppose this is tower, angle of elevation of top of the tower from a point on the ground. So you are seeing this tower's top from the ground, and this point is at the distance of 30 meter. So this distance is given 30 meter, and we are looking to the top of the ground, which is making an angle 30. Find the height of the tower. So your question is how simple. There is a tower, there is a point on the ground. From the point on the ground, we are looking to the top of the tower with an angle 30. And the distance between foot of the tower and that point is 30 meter. We need to find height of tower. So let's make it triangle ABC. Now again we will write, make out the statements like AB, it's a height of tower. BC, its distance between foot of the tower and point on ground. Here we are in relation with perpendicular and base. Perpendicular and base, that comes under the relationship of 10. So we are going to use here 10/30. In triangle ABC, 10/30 is equal to AB upon BC. AB is perpendicular, BC is base. Value of 10/30, it's 1 upon root 3. AB we need to calculate, BC is given 30. So let's have cross multiplication. So here root 3 AB is equal to 30. Now AB is 30 upon root 3. So rationalize it. So now we are going for the rationalization. So it is 30 root 3 upon 3. Now make the cancellation. So final answer is AB is 10 root 3 meter. So this is, we got the height of tower. So these questions, as I told, like they are very simple. We can go through with that. Okay, now I will be winding up my class. For further details, we can continue in tomorrow's session where I will be taking further questions. Okay, thank you for watching. For more such videos, please like and subscribe my channel.